how old your mom? Single mom, new country?
38, 39. No, but my mom had been here as a teenager.
Okay, all right.
My mom had been here and knew the language and already was running numbers. And then she went back to Cuba. She went back to Cuba. Out of Cuba that night. Just a young kid. Like, remember Vito Corleone? He was half retarded. He got to Ellis Island. He's singing songs and shit. That was my mother, right?
Wait, so they literally took her,
My family,
your whole family,
put whatever pennies they had, as poor as they were,
and said, "You're out."
You're
sent
out.
Where?
New York City.
So they were sent to New York City.
Sent to Miami.
Okay, this wasn't a.
She had distant cousins in New York City.
Wow.
She went to New York, stayed with them for a while, snuck into the country. You know, you got to remember, there was no TSA.
Right.
You know, you could just give them a fucking piece of paper then, and if you could fog the bottom of the glass, they'd let you in. Fog this. Okay, you're in. You know, this is way before anything. Right. You know, there was no drug smuggling. He was about 4 years older than me and me. Then something went down. Like, I couldn't get all the accurate stories. I get bits and pieces from my uncle. He's 80 and he lives in Glendale, and I just went to a Dodger game with him.
That's your source?
So, but whenever I ask him something, he tells me a little bit more than I want to know. So I stopped asking him. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stop. So then they came back, and my mother used that girl's name to get back into the States. When my mother went back to Cuba, white kids, and they were nice kids and stuff, and we had a good time. You know, we played kick the can and stickball and hot peas and butter. Go get your mother. And we would. You ever play hot peas and butter? Go get your mother.
No.
That's when you hide a belt with a metal buckle. You have to hide it. So I hide it, and all of us are playing, and we're in this room, and I'm like, you're hot, but the base is 30 yards away. So if you find the belt, you get to whip us all the way till we find it. And it's up to you whether you want to whip us with the belt or the metal side. So if you whip somebody with the metal side, I was the heartbeat of New York City. I'm 20 blocks from the heartbeat of New York City. 6'5".
Oh, wow.
So I'm hanging out down there on 88th Street playing buck and killing rats. 148th Street, complete.
6 years old, you're killing rats.
Complete different game. First day on 148th Street, they came up to me, how you doing? Ricky, whatever, and all of a sudden they're like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, I play stickball. And they're like, nah, you want to see a body? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, let's go see a dead body. I'm like, I like these kids. They took me down to West Side Avenue, and they had some guy who had been hit by a car. This is the 70s. This is like 65. There was no CSI. If you got hit by a car, you were there for like 2 or 3 days.
You saw your first dead body?
The first dead body I saw, he was already had the flies on him, and they just threw plywood over him. And he was starting to stink like from 10 feet away. Like he had just been there maybe like these kids were, he was right by the Hudson River. And we would walk down to the Hudson River. And then finally 2 days later we went down and there was a crime scene, obviously. Some fucking, you know, in those days people didn't jog. It's not like today that there's jogging.
Yeah,
I can kill you.
I
can kill you and drop you on a 170. They'd never find you. Today, these fucking joggers, they're out there looking around. And they always find bodies, joggers. It's not like they find like a $20 bill. You never seen a jogger go, I found an envelope full of money. They always find some lady beat up and raped. What the fuck kind of morning is that? Because my mother did acupuncture. When we were kids, every like Thursday, my mother drove me down to Chinatown to buy minerals and herbs. What good did it do? She snorted coke. It defeats the purpose.
I was just about to ask about the minerals.
When it comes to the minerals, the Colombians always win. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to acupuncture to stop snorting coke.
Yeah.
And she'd put like a needle in my ear, and I'd still snort coke that night. The needle would fly out of my ear. Crying all night. And then my mother came home at 3, and when I got up that morning, my mother went to give me Tita was asleep on the couch, And my mother was in the room, like, making eggs, getting the emulsive of cod ready. And here I am sharpening a knife. Like, I was that crazy at that age. Like, I was sharpening a knife. And my mom was like, what's going on with you, Mo? Let me tell you. And my poor mother, God rest her soul. My poor mother, she's hungover. She probably did a gram of blow the night before. And dirty. I was on my $20. I'm going to stab this bitch. And as I went, like, I was sharpening, and I'm dead serious. Like, I remember I was ready to kill her for my $20.
This is March 9th, 1971.
March 9th, I was going to wake her up like Henry Hill's wife with a knife to her throat and say, you better give me my $20 or I'm going to stab you right now. It got so bad in the living room, and my mother had to hold me back, that my mother gave me the $20.
Tita just wouldn't give it up?
Tita would not give it up, and I didn't talk to Tita for months after that. I hit her in the head with a shoehorn about a year later because she wouldn't let me watch Hawaii Five-0. Hawaii Five-0 was on, and she told me how to go to bed. I'm remarried before all this shit happened. Like, I got good after my mom remarried. My mom got married 50 years ago, 2 or 3 days ago, when the moon landed, when the people, the jerk-offs landed on the moon. Whatever the fuck. That wasn't even the moon. You could tell it was fucking Santa Barbara dirt. That wasn't even the moon. And I'm not even a conspiracy theory. There's no way that was the moon. That looked like Yankee Stadium with dirt on the floor. I knew the neighbor was at work. So I said, I told you my mother's not home. And he goes, well, we could either go back to school. And this is a true story, guys, whether you believe me or not. I go, you hungry? And he goes, I could eat. So let's take a walk over to the Blimpie base. Do you know I bought this motherfucker a Blimpie and he let me go? In 1969,
that's unbelievable.
I bought this guy a Blimpie and he goes, all right, we can't walk out of here together. Walk out, you make a left and I'll make a right. And that was it. I never saw the truant officer no more. So I kept playing hooky because they would call the house and my mom wouldn't answer the phone. I liked school, but I didn't like that 12 to 3 session. Suck my dick. We only need 9 to 12 and I'm good. That 12 to 3, it don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? It's nice out. You want to sit me in a classroom like a fucking prisoner of war. You know what I'm saying? So one day I go to Central Park. I had a lunchbox. My mother gave me a lunchbox. They made me bring a lunchbox. Like a Beatles or something. I fucking hated a lunchbox. They had you ever have like white kids, you motherfuckers get like a sandwich and an apple and like a napkin and like a pudding. Not Spanish people. We get like Cuban soup in a thermos, cologne, a sandwich, rosary beads, a candle of light while we're eating, a napkin, Spanish music. They fit a radio in there. They do everything. Like, it weighs 80 pounds. Like, if I flew United with that thing, they charge me a yardstick with a little Beetle lunchbox. So I figured if I told my mother I lost it, she wouldn't get me another lunchbox. So I went to Central Park to throw it in the lake. And as I went to get to the lake, these 3 little Irish kids came up to me like, what's in the lunchbox? And I would have gave it to them, but I was like, you're not taking it. And they're like, we want the lunchbox. So I hit one of the kids with the lunchbox. It opened up, and I'm fighting the 3 kids. I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm 6'5". I don't know what I'm doing. And the kid hits me in the head with a thermos. Remember those metal thermoses with the glass inside? That one. And it hit me in the head, and I touched my hand. I had blood all over it. And I fucking ran home. And they couldn't take me to the hospital because my mother was in the bar in Jersey. So what they did was they sent me to the hospital, and they had to wait for my mom to get the consent form, and then they stitched me up. Do you know when my mom found out I played hooky, after they stitched me up, she beat me at the hospital. Like, she was just beating me at the hospital. Then another time.
You're in the right spot.
Let me tell you how she told me I'm in the mafia at 6. I don't say nothing to nobody. I don't say nothing. Christmas Eve, I put it in, fuck it. It's good for, something will happen.
Something will happen.
By fucking February, I'm walking around with like a tumor. Like, my ear got big. They couldn't figure out what it was. And here's my mother coming home every night at 3, exhausted, because my mother fucking worked. Let's get one thing straight. My mother was a functioning alcoholic. what most people do sober, my mother could eat your ass alive, and with logic. She was business savvy, happy hour before happy hour was invented. Just a fucking animal of a woman. What are we talking about? Oh.
Your ears.
So my mom would, I'm allowed to play in front of the house. I was an arsonist. I used to light things on fire and then piss on them to turn them off. And then one day I didn't have enough piss.
Turn it off.
And one day I didn't have enough piss and the building next to me went on fire.
Nah.
Oh, yes, I did.
Set a building on fire.
205, well, the back of it. Not the whole building didn't burn on fire. Just the entrance to the back.
Okay, that's all.
It was like a stairs to the bottom.
Yeah.
And I would take newspapers and I would light them on fire and then pee. And then one day I showed my friends, I go, come here, I got a trick. And I threw a bunch of newspapers down there and lit it on fire. And I started peeing. The fire got bigger and bigger. Now, I lived on 205 West 88 A Street on apartment 3A. And my living room had a view of 88th Street from Broadway. But my bedroom did not have that. I had a view to a parking garage lot that was empty. So people would play stickball and they would play tag in that yard. So I would take pennies and throw them out the window, and people go, who's throwing pennies? You know what I'm saying? You walk up the stairs and you knock on people's door. They refuse to do that. They shook down business owners.
They go to business.
6 of us would walk into a business and go trick or treat. If that motherfucker didn't put a quarter in each of our baskets, like we didn't accept candy. Like those kids.
That shit that everybody gets on.
We don't want
They're
candy.
not ready for you.
We're not ready for candy. We don't take candy here. That's how tough these kids. When bookies came in with mistresses, I would go over and talk to them and like throw hints that I was going to talk about the wife. And I would talk to them.
Break you off a little something.
Yeah, until they were like, what's it going to take for you to leave? Give me $5.
What's it going to take for you to leave?
Or a James Bond knife. Here, type up a James Bond knife from the 70s. There you go. Look at the size of this knife. When I was 7, I bought a James Bond knife, and she surprise attacked me. Smart, street smart. He was that intelligent. He played you like a fiddle. If he had to meet you to talk to you and he wasn't sure about you, if he had to meet you at 9, he'd come here at 6 and plant 2 guns and a knife. So, I mean, this guy was a genius. He was a fucking genius. I mean, we still lived on 205 West 88th Street. I discovered a company called Chicken Delight. Don't cook tonight. Call Chicken Delight. And they'd bring you 3 pieces of chicken, crinkle fries, a bun, a thing of jelly, and I would dip the jelly in the French fries, and they would deliver it right to my door. When my mom cooked something I didn't like, that today I would give a fucking hand for one of those dishes. But when I was 7, if she cooked something I didn't like, I would just call Chicken Delight. And we'd be sitting there in the living room, and all of a sudden the bell would ring, and I'd just get up, and I'm like, it's for me. And she'd go, what are you talking about? And it'd be Chicken Delight, and I'd give them a tip and everything. And I'd take the chicken into my room. And there was a movie theater on 147th Street in Broadway called Tapia. We never paid to go to the movies. Like crime don't pay. Like we used to just walk in there and say, like, we're not paying, or we'll burn the joint down. And we were like between the ages of 7 to like 10. And we'll take the pins and pick locks.
Yeah.
He was teaching me how to open up a door with a credit card. But my mom didn't notice. And we would fucking grind keys all night. Like, zzz, we would make keys up there.
They're grinding their teeth.
Oh, me
You're
and him would be grinding up
teeth.
there. And then I'd come downstairs like nothing happened. My mom would go, how was it? It was great. Me and him, at the end of our work, he would reward me by giving me an orange soda and vanilla wafer crackers, and I would dip the crackers in the soda. I was such a fucking hillbilly. You know, I would dip the crackers. And then my mother dropped a bomb on him. My mom's like, and I want my money back for the year. In 5s. Like, I want my deposit back, but I want it in $5 bills. Like, something crazy. Like, my mom was crazy like that. And she goes, I won't leave till I get my money back. This is bullshit. I'm going to contact my attorney. They wrote my mother a check.
Did they?
Yeah. So I went to school a year for free.
And you got to stay in school.
And then you should have seen me. I was walking around like Chinese people after Bruce Lee. I was walking in there like the kids were shining my shoes. I had become a star in that school. People were fucking wiping down the table before I sat down. I didn't have to eat my string beans no more. I would just throw them out in front of them. I'd take the milk full and I'd pour it in the garbage in front of Sister Hyacinth and give her the finger. I mean, I had a bad attitude. Now I called her a cunt in Spanish, puta, you know, everything sucia, hijo de puta. She was telling her, you got to get fucked in the ass 4 times before you can hit my kid. I mean, it was terrible. It was
That's a hell of a fucking role.
Oh, yeah. My mother's like, you got to get fucked in the ass 5 times, have a kid, and then you can lay a hand on my kid. Until that time, don't you ever lay a hand on my kid. So I think a priest was a friend. So the door opens up, and it's my mother with like 8 Puerto Ricans. Anybody who was drinking at the bar, she put them in the car with her. Like, let's go. We're going to go clean some fucking clocks. They came indoors, but I had gotten hit in the head with a lunchbox. And that
a metal
lunchbox.
Yeah.
And it snapped me out. Like it hit me on the right side, which tells you you're a pussy. It must have snapped me out or whatever. And then I run into these kids.
Oh, shit.
And they polished me up.
What? Wait, what?
So, 5th grade, you know, when I got to that school in the 4th grade, we were watching Happy Days. There was a show called Happy Days with Fonzie.
Yeah.
And one night, in the middle of fucking Happy Days, a commercial, there was a commercial for the trailer of a movie called The Chinese Connection. Now, there was 4 kids went silent. Like, we all just went silent. You know, I know what before Bruce Lee, Chinese people were fucking walking around like shy and scared. They would only bow. Once Bruce Lee came on the scene, Chinese people were like, what the fuck did you say, motherfucker?
Even if they didn't know anything.
They're like, don't be calling me no yellow nigga. I'll fuck you up. Because in Harlem, they would call them yellow niggas. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. So then once Bruce Lee came, you couldn't fuck with Chinese people no more. Now I can't go on Saturday Night Live. That poor bastard. Monday was the best thing for me because I'm out of television. And if not, I'm out now. I'm out now. I'm out of TV. You know what I'm saying? But that's the truth. Like, that's 50 years old and they're a little retarded today. It's because they practiced the nunchucks. Because every time you had to do this move, the nunchuck would fly up and hit you right in the bottom of the cranium. So if you see a 50-year-old that stutters or he's a little fucked up, nobody ever talks about nunchuck damage. Challenge, like, oh, he's got DFT. He got punched in the head. What about all the retards that are walking around till they're my age because of fucking nunchucks? Because we had to practice nunchucks. You that's retarded or got an eye patch, they're a victim.
Because of that.
And they didn't sue nobody. Did they sue the nunchuck factory? No. They took the retardation with stride, okay? It's true. I'm retarded from all those knocks in the head from the nunchuck because it hits the bottom.
A story. So the commercial comes on for this during.
And that changed America.
But what you said, you jumped the nun.
So then what happened was, you know, everybody like in America, pharmacy, they didn't know what I was talking about. Yeah. The movie theater's gone. Sticky Charlie's long gone. You know, God knows where Sticky Charlie is, you know.
Oh, God.
And I was already starting to get that attitude from 148th Street. I was running it down. And I looked at them straight in the face and I go, fuck her. With a little bit of volume to it. Like it was like April. And I go, fuck, coming from my lip. And once I tasted that blood,
Bruce Lee.
Like Bruce Lee.
Oh, shit. The Cuban connection.
I looked at her. And I said, I'm going to go for this bitch. Now, I was pretty proficient in karate.
And you were 5th grade?
5th grade, I was a purple belt in karate with at Laranjo, whatever's father's school, Mr. Black on 98th Street. I was great with kicks. I had really good kicks. My hands were kind of weak, but I was a pussy. I was scared to fight. I was scared to get hit, but I was getting the hang of it. And I said, today this is not going to happen. And in the middle of her smacking me, I just grabbed her. And I'll never forget, it was like metal shelves that had notebooks on it and like all school utensils. And I pushed her with her back in the middle of one of the things that was sticking out. So when I pushed her, I hit her hard. And she's like, well, and she goes, what are you doing? And I go, you're not going to hit me today. You know, not today. And I think I smacked her or whatever once or twice. Like, I was crazy. And then she went to push me, but she fell into a fucking a headlock. So this bitch had me like by 50 pounds, 60 pounds, maybe 100 pounds. She was a big fat bitch. And I had her by the fucking head, and I knew that I couldn't let go. I knew that either if I let go, I had to run for that door.
Hell yeah, man! You're.
So I'm holding on to her, and she can't get out of this
everything
headlock.
right there.
And I'm squeezing her. I don't have it under the chin like I had.
Like
it was a Khabib. I knew nothing about. I knew nothing about choking people or nothing. I just knew about fear, what it was to be a scared little boy. And I just grabbed her. My adrenaline must have been pumping because she kept saying, "You're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me." And I'm like, fuck it, you're dying today. I'm like, I didn't give a fuck. You know, and I kept squeezing. And then I turned her around, and she fucking kept in the headlock. She could not, I don't know how I had her. Like, I had her, I was holding on to like a fucking thing. By this point, her veil had come off.
Shit's all over.
Everything came off. My heart's pumping. You know, my heart was fucking beating to death.
Yeah.
And I got to open the door, and the kids were exiting the class. So now they're looking at this. They just like, oh, and I'm grabbing. I'm like, get help. Get the fucking Rubero brothers. We got to go to work here. I'm running out of time. You know what I'm saying? The ship is fucking sinking. And I knew that I had her. I knew I was just going to run out of there and keep running. That was my plan, to just run out of there and keep running, get to a payphone, call my mother at the bar in Union City, which is about 20 minutes away. That was the plan. That was the fucking plan, to run out of there, guys. I swear to God. And as I came out, these are New York City kids. This ain't fucking California people. This ain't kids. These are fucking suburb-raised kids that are crazy. So what do they start doing? They start clapping. Go, 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 go. Now I gotta kill her. Now I gotta kill her. I can't pussy out in front of these guys. I'm representing 148th Street. And I'm representing Union City. I'm representing 88th Street. How am I gonna pussy out? They're yelling, go, 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 go. I'm choking her to death. And she's like, let me go, let me go. And now other kids start jumping in. Thank God for Puerto Ricans. Thank God for Puerto Ricans and Italian kids. Because those are the only two that... And we all raised our hands. She's like, I know what you guys said last night. And so she put a poster in front of the hole in the desk. So you couldn't see inside the snatch no more.
You guys ruined it.
So Catholic school was great. I made friends with a bunch of kids, a couple mafia kids. I always kept it together and walked back and had like a straight Ted Bundy look on my face. Like, I'm not going to get you today, but I'm going to get you, you fat bitch. The main one being Sister Hyacinth. Sister Hyacinth, he'd sick the dog on you, and the dog would grab your pants and go, and then he would hit you with the stick at the same time. So I told Jack, you ever touch me, I'll fucking have my stepfather here in like 3 weeks to knock the fuck out of you.
3 weeks?
He'll fucking knock you.
You got 21 days.
You got like 21 days, and he'll knock the fuck. So I told Jack, like my third week in that school, if he, like already in the third grade, like I was that hip. I go, you touch me with that fucking pointer, and my stepfather will be here in an hour to fucking put a bullet in your head. Just damn! The glasses broke in the bridge, and they cut him under here. I don't think he got stitches or anything, but there was visible blood. I mean, that's the type of parents were completely different animals than what we have today. Well, he can't have peanut butter. You know, in the 70s, you ate it, whether you fucking choked or not. You know these little faggy kids, I can't eat shrimp because my fucking throat closes. Kids were dying all the time when I was a kid because parents didn't give a fuck.
There's a full-on assault on peanuts, in the school system. I just talked about. I said in Baltimore to everybody in there. I go, did we just not know? Like, of all you people who were in your 30s and 40s, did any of you have a peanut allergy? Like, I don't ever remember any school I ever went, and they're all like, no, it's all a newer thing.
This is all new things. So
I'm like, were kids dying?
I don't eat shrimp because my throat opens up. Let me tell you something. If your dad was a bus driver and he drove up and down Broadway for a living and he bought shrimp and you told your dad you didn't like shrimp because your throat was closed and you can't breathe, looks like you're dying. You're dying. Yeah. You're going to eat a shrimp and die. They didn't give a fuck.
Gonna kill you.
There was no allergies. Like, there was no allergies. There was no allergies. This is a new fucking thing. So, I mean, it was just a weird Italian kid, brown curly hair, short, compact. Rogan when he was 10 with hair, and he's fucking fighting like a cage. I'm 90, I can't die. Just walking those hills when I was a kid, man. And they were like this. North Bergen, New Jersey is like this.
Taking on the whole family.
He's like Burt Reynolds in the beginning of The Longest Yard. He's smacking this fat bitch, pa. And I forget what her name was, whatever. And now the father comes running. Like, you just see a man coming. Now, I'm watching this from 25
feet,
ladies and gentlemen. This is day one, North Bergen, New Jersey. Now I see the father or a man. Let's just say I see a man run into the picture. And he's like, what's going on here? Break it up. But when he breaks it up, I realize he's the kid that's getting beat up's father.
Oh, okay.
So he takes the Italian kid, throws him off, and pushes him.
Oh, he's the Italian kid's dad.
No, the Irish kid's dad.
Oh, the Irish kid's dad.
Robson.
Okay.
He was Mr. Robson.
Family dad.
So he's like, what the fuck's going on here? You get on your own fucking block. And Anthony's like, fuck you. His name was Anthony. I didn't know this at the time. The kid's like, fuck you. And I'm like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. He's like,
I'm home.
He's like, fuck you, motherfucker. You got something to say? And there's a young kid. I'm maybe 11. And he's my age. And he's telling an adult to go fuck himself and fuck your mother. And the kid comes over, the man comes over and pushes him. And now from that distance, I fucking shoot the gap. I'm fucking 148th Street. I gotta represent here. I gotta let these motherfuckers know you can't hit a kid.
Yeah.
So I jump in. And now all these neighborhood kids are watching me.
Like, who the fuck is this
And they're like, who the fuck is this guy? But what I forgot to tell you, my mom had dressed me in white that day. With like a gold chain and like white sneakers. So everybody knew I was Spanish. Like, when you dressed in white, you were a Spanish kid. So I come up and I go, hey man, don't fucking play. He's like, who the fuck are you? And the kid looks at me that I stick up for. And he's got his own friends and none of them jumped in. Because they're scared because he's a fucking man. And I'm like, fuck you, man. You can't be fucking touching him, whatever. And the Italian kid looks at me and all of a sudden he goes, you know what? Fuck you, to the father. And he goes, I'm calling my fucking father. And the guy's like, call your fucking father, you guinea motherfucker, whatever. And all of a sudden the kid went into a house. I'm sitting there with the kid. There's no introduction.
Yeah, this is
Nobody says, hello, my name is Joe. Hi, my name is Mike. I don't eat peanuts. There's none of that shit. These kids are just like standing around like looking at me. But the kid that said he was going to call his father, the Italian kid, goes in this other kid's house who later on turned out to be Anthony Sabatino, dear friends with. And he comes out and he goes, wait 5 minutes. By this time, the family had gone into the house. He wasn't even out of the house. And 2 cop cars rolled up. An unmarked car and a marked car. The unmarked car guy got out and the cop got out. The uniform guy got out and the detective came out. And the detective walks up to the kid and he goes, what's the problem? And he goes, the guy, I'm watching this from like 8 feet. Like I could hear the conversation. He's like, that guy up there put his hands on me, whatever. And that's all I heard. I could be honest with you, that's all I heard. The fucking detective looks at the kid and he goes, okay. He walks up the stairs. Now all these are houses in front of us, but in the corner was like an apartment building. Not really, like 2 levels. Mm-hmm. And like 4 apartments on each floor.
Little duplex.
And you could access them from the outside on stairs. So I see this cop with a walkie-talkie run up the first level of stairs, run up the second level of stairs. He gets in front of a house, and he knocks on the door. We're all there just watching it. Now, the cop that's in the police uniform is also standing there. And all of a sudden, the guy opens the door. Mr. Robson, Carmine Balzano takes his hand, grabs the guy, pulls him out into the thing, and starts beating him with the walkie-talkie.
Right in the stairwell?
Right in the stairwell, 22 witnesses, and a police officer. He's just beating him with the walkie-talkie, beating him. The guy drops to one knee and hangs onto the railing. Bad news. Carmine handcuffs him and finishes him off with his hands. And the kids are out, Daddy, Daddy. And they're like, ah, and the mother's out, like, stop it. And Carmine's hitting the fucking father, and us as kids are like, Jesus Christ. Like, blood's coming down the guy's head. And all of a sudden he's like, you touch my fucking kid again, I'll fucking kill you. He takes the handcuff off, he walks down the stairs, and he walks up to Anthony, and he goes, let's go home or whatever. But before he turns, man, it was the weirdest thing. He looked at me, this big fucking Italian guy that had big hands, and he had a big graduation ring from like Rutgers or some shit. He had hands like prosciuttos. And he looks at me and he goes to Anthony, who's this kid? Now, I don't know nothing. I don't know names. And Anthony goes, that's the new Spick kid, but he's the only one that fucking stuck up for me. So the guy goes, why don't you invite him over for dinner? And I'm like,
yeah, you ain't saying no to
this ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I should have told on Ari's thing. I'm like, dinner? So I don't know who this guy is. I just know he's
straight
$5,000.
Holy
So he gave me
shit.
$2,500. Now he thought I was like a wizard, right? So he's like, this motherfucker's got magic powers.
He wanted you to hit it.
So he was like, you're a bad motherfucker. You're a bad motherfucker. So on top of being a martial artist, I was gangster till the end, but I had to get rid of him. So one night, I do judo. I was a big martial artist at this age. Once I got out of Catholic school, I dedicated my life to hanging out with the Balzanos, robbing shit. We robbed trains and, you know.
Trains?
Yeah, we used to rob trains. I'll get to that in a second. But bleeding from her nose, and they're putting ice on her, and all of a sudden the door started pounding. And it's like, let that fucking bitch out or I'm gonna fucking kill her in Spanish. And I saw Juan run to the garage and he came back with a gun with a silencer. And he's like, open the door. And my mom opened the door and Juan popped the hand up and he goes, you got 10 seconds. And the guy had like a knife or something. And Juan's like, you got like 10 seconds to get the fuck out of here. And the guy ran down the stairs. We took it to I went to school with his sons. John Pronge lived on that
I don't remember
block.
him in there, but I've seen
He was
that
the
guy's
Mr.
in there.
Softy guy.
Okay.
When we were kids, we'd always ask the Pronges, Doug, how come your father don't sell us ice cream? And he would look at us and go, my father don't sell that type of ice cream. That was a badass block, but we used to always on. I'll never forget that. And we look up and we see the father's Corvette coming up the block, and the word on the street is they were going to come throw a beating on me for what happened to the sister. And I would have fought Al. I wasn't scared of Al. I just didn't know what the father was thinking. And when I saw the Corvette coming up, I looked at Juan. We were like mowing, and I was like raking and putting them in garbage cans, like garbage bags, like those green bags. I'll never forget Juan looking up, and he goes, what's this? And I go, this guy wants to come over here and mess with me. And without even moving, he just turned around, and there was like a brick staircase, and he just moved the brick, and there was a little fucking 45 under the brick, and he just pointed at him. He just pointed at him in broad daylight. There was people out sweeping, and they saw it, and the vet went in reverse. It was fucking classic. In reverse downhill. Like when they saw Juan just pointing at him, like Juan did not fuck around. He was known for shooting motherfuckers. You know, everybody has a slogan. His slogan was, hey, Coco, come here. If you ever want to kill somebody, invite them over for dinner.
He fucking invited you over.
Those are his words of advice all the time. If you ever want to kill somebody, invite them over for dinner. And he would blink at me. I'm a kid. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm not planning on killing somebody. Well, they'll apply to me.
I want to tell you a story, though. I came with a story to tell you because I think you'll appreciate this story. So when I was in college, I went on a run of like 0 for 21 trying to get jobs, and I was a hustler. I've been on my own the whole time. I've always worked. I've always had multiple jobs.
Were these resume jobs or like a job at Burger King?
A little bit of both. It was record and tape trader. Anywhere I could try to get some. Some were resume, and end up going downtown Baltimore. I go to this. It's like an employment office, and I am the white guy in the room of like 150 people. I'm the white guy. And it's for UPS. Okay. Shout out to UPS Baltimore Hub, Primary 1, Joe Avenue. And I end up getting hired as a Christmas helper, a seasonal helper. They call them driver's helpers, right? And they said, look, the guy that runs this route that's been doing this for years is hurt. His back's fucked up. So we got this younger kid in his 30s on the gig. I was in college. I'm 21, 2, and they're like, he's got to do his next day air packages, meaning he's going to take that package truck, he's going to deliver all the ones that are priority by 10 a.m. At 10 a.m., he's going to pull up on your street, he's going to beep the horn, and you're going to walk out of your house, you're going to get in the passenger side of that truck, and you guys are going to start delivering packages all through Baltimore County in this area. And you're hustling. The deal is, he does the packages on his side of the truck. I do them on my side of the truck. Now, this is before Amazon, all that shit. So we're hustling. It's nonstop. They're letting you work overtime till we go 10 a.m. till 9 at night, go back to the hub. So it's one day. They're fucking, what is it? The rules for package delivery is out of sight, out of... In the city, you have to get a signature. You leave that shit on the steps in Baltimore City, that 10 people come running for that fucking thing. But in the county, out of sight, out of weather. A lot of people had a deck. You could put it under there or whatever. You let them know where it was. So this delivery on my side here, and I get this package, and I go up and I rap on the door, and I can hear people in the house. And nothing. So I go around the back, and I rap on the door back there. I can totally hear him in the house. Shit's going on. I go back around again. We're hustling. So the driver's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know, man. I can hear people in here. They're just not answering. So I'm ringing the bell. I'm knocking on the front door. Nothing. I go back around the back again to leave the package under the deck. And while I'm back there, just for the hell of it, I bang one more time. Nothing. We go on about our day. We get back to the hub 9 o'clock at night, and the supervisor comes up, and he's like, how about that crazy guy on your route today? Now, look, we're in Baltimore. Like, there's a shitload of crazy people all fucking day we're seeing. We're going through the same neighborhoods all day. We see these people. So, there's crazy people on the route all day. He goes, no, man, the murder. And we're like, what? He's like, the murder. I'm like, both of us, we don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, this address right here where you delivered, that guy killed 2 people, and he was burying them in the basement while I was there. This motherfucker, I just looked it up again the other day. I'll send you the link. I thought it was about $700 or $800. It was somewhere. It was under $300. This guy owed these two. This ain't even dealers. These are fucking friends that borrow money. And he had a house in Arbutus. And it's where we were, and there's 2 cars on the yard. You could have sold those to a salvage yard, got this money for it. You know what I mean? They'd have come out and towed it for you. You could have paid these guys off. But he goes out to where I grew up, Carroll County, and meets these 2 dudes. And instead of giving them the money, he kills these motherfuckers right there. Puts them in his car, drives them back to his house, and then starts to bury them in the basement. Now, what he didn't know is one of those dudes had just had a newborn with his girlfriend. So his girlfriend calls the police after he's been gone for hours. She hadn't heard from anybody. And there's no cell phones or anything. And the police, she says, they went to this Patapsco State Park to meet this dude. His name is this. He lives here. Like, so my baby's in this car. So they go, and the baby's fine. Baby's there. But she gives them everything they need. They go to this dude's house. This motherfucker killed these 2 dudes. And he's digging up his basement to try to bury him in the basement, but he busts a water a pipe or something, and the bodies can't be buried. They just float in there. So when they show up, they're just there, these 2 fucking bodies, and they take the dude away. And I'm out there beating on the fucking door, trying to deliver a fucking UPS bag. It's like, I got your line, man. That was fucking insane.
He probably never got your package.
Hell no. He never got that pack. It was under the deck. He might have, but the cops got his ass, and now he's gone. I just looked it up the other day. It's a link on the Baltimore Sun. I was like, what the fuck?
It's amazing what you would have to do.
Right.
Now you're going to get caught anyway because
to kill two.
Let's say you pick up the bodies and put them in your trunk of your car.
Blood everywhere.
Everywhere, DNA. So that means you got to light that car on fire.
That's right.
At the end of the fucking job. So now you got to take them somewhere, wrap them, dig a hole, throw lime on them to help the body decompose, and hope that fucking Johnny Jogger doesn't come by. You know how fucking heavy a body is? Imagine when it's dead and you got to drag it.
I mean, I've carried a couple buddies that drank too much dead weight, and it felt like 500 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I love in movies when they show a guy just digging up a body. That guy that's an all-night job.
Sounds like you.
I was going to say
you got to go 3 or 4 feet.
I was going to say you keep saying this with like so much knowledge. Lime.
You got to go 3 or 4 feet, and you got to cover it good, and you got to hold, and then you got to.
That's hours. It'd take you by yourself with a regular shovel. It's hours.
Hours. That's why you have to have.
I've dug in-ground pools, and it's taken days.
That's why you have to have the hole dug already. By the time you kill the people, if you're going to go make the drug deal. So you can just throw them in the fucking
$200, Joey Diaz.
Yeah, but I know. Listen, there's people that'll kill you over 35.
You know what? You're right about that.
There's people that'll kill you over 20.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, me, it'd have to be 2 guys carrying 22 kilos of blow. You know, and then you got to chop it up. Somebody's got to help you with that job. So that means you got 2 people who know your secret.
That's right.
So now I got to kill you and put you in the hole. While you're digging, right I got to shoot you and take the money. Because now I got to live the rest of my life knowing that.
That's the truth.
You know this. 20 years from now, I'm in my backyard. They knocked the door down. Lee got popped with heroin in Upper Manhattan. This is the gem he gave him. That we bet he takes him right to the body, and they find my fucking T-shirt on the grave in the sweat. There you go. That's how quick you go away now. That's how quick you go away.
That's very vivid.
Hey, I've thought about it a lot.
Clearly, you thought about that shit.
And then you got to take your car and burn it. So now, 6 weeks later, the cops are going to come to you. You're already an alleged suspect. They already came and spoke to you. You told them you haven't seen nobody. And now they're going to come back to you and say, mysteriously, we found your car on fire, because you can't hide that.
I'm pretty sure this guy didn't have a plan.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? He did not have a plan.
Well, a man without a plan is not a man.
That's
Nietzsche
right.
said that. So, but that's why it kills me when people get caught for murder. Because I know for over 20 years, people, not in my neighborhood, but in those 5 boroughs of New York, were killing people on a daily and making the bodies disappear.
How?
No body, no murder. If you want to send a message, then you leave the body on the street. But if you want the body to disappear, hey, Ryan Sickler was here. We did the podcast. Listen to it. They come back, no body, no nothing. I have to have that pre-planned. I have to have tape in the car.
Tape in the
baggie. I got to bury you with a fucking cap on because I got to shave my head before I kill you and my body hair.
You have thought a lot about this.
You have to. You have
Do
to.
you?
You don't.
You might have to.
When I was going through my shit years ago, this is what, this is what I learned. And this is what...
Who do you learn it from? The guy in Denver?
In Colorado, yeah.
In prison or out of prison?
Out of prison, way before prison.
Way before
3 or
prison.
4 years before prison. And then you just learn from watching guys and reading how many murders the mob got done with that you'll never see the people. They just got rid of the bodies. But people get in trouble for murder every day. If you cover every trace, there's a lot of steps.
I was going to say, these days, an eyelash will get you.
An eyelash, a fucking clone with a camera.
You know what? You're right about that. They'll fly them these days.
They listen, as far as I'm concerned, it's funny. When I grew up around these old-time Cubans that would not even have a conversation if a phone was in the room. Like if there was a phone on the desk, they'd go outside and talk. They were already hip to the NFL, the microphones. The feds in the 80s and 70s would bounce that off the glass. So even if you were standing in front of a bodega, the feds could point at you with those guns and get the vibrations of what you're saying off the glass. They were hip to that. They wouldn't even talk around glass.
Wow.
They would talk in the middle of the street on concrete Very hard to tape unless you know they're going to have a conversation at that.
Right. Then you fly a drone over here.
Whatever, but there was no drone.
None back then.
Now there's not much you could do. Look at this. I said it for years. Look, somebody just got arrested for Alexa. You want to buy Alexa and talk shit? By 94, there was no way. I tried to get a job. I would get jobs at different car lots just for the advance. I would tell them I could speak Spanish and I could sell 15 cars a month, call anybody in town. But I need a car and I need a nickel up front. They'd give me a car, and that's how I go to the gigs. Judy Brown, I still remember going to one of Judy Brown's gigs, and the car blew up, and I just left it there. I just took like a bus into town and left the car. The dealership would call me 3 days later. Where's our car? It's in fucking Vail. What the fuck is it doing up in Vail? Bro, I was killing dealerships. Killing dealerships. There's a guy that's still my friend that lives in Pismo Beach. And me and him got into a conversation about this about a year ago. He goes, when you worked for me at that Jeep store, you were a nightmare. What the fuck were you doing? I was just taking a car at night. Like, whatever I wanted, I would just take a new car. And then I went to work for used car dealers. After the new cars wouldn't hire me no more as an open micer, because I could speak Spanish. So they had to put me. I go in there and put them together. Listen. Do me a favor. Give me 15 up front. Give me a car. And I'll even shoot the commercials for you. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos Toyota. Dog. I think I shot one commercial for one of those guys. They had the whole camera crew out there. Llámame ahora, José Díaz. 303-752. So people would come down there looking for me from Telemundo. I never lasted. I quit all the time. I quit every fucking job.
Oh, my God.
I would just go take the job just to have it. Then one day I took a car from a used car dealership. I knew the girl. I had an affair with the girl. And she called me up one day. She's like, Joey, these guys, they'll pay you anything to come work up here. They're looking for a Spanish guy. That was my last car job business. I go, her name is Lori. I go, put them together, get me $2,500 a demo. She goes, I'll call you back in a little while. She called me back. She goes, they'll give you $2,500 a demo. You got to work ding to ding. That means all day, 4 days straight, and then 2 days off, whatever. I go, all right. I went there. They go, pick a car. The first fucking car. That's when I was mush. See, he doesn't understand that I could call him mush because I used to be mush. At that time, everything I touched turned to shit. Every car, everything I touched. Whatever I touched blew up. If I bet a team, even if the other team didn't show up, I'd find a way to lose. It was terrible. I know mush because I live mush. So I had a gig in like fucking Wyoming. You can't write this shit. There's like a foot of snow coming down, so I didn't want the snow to settle. So I left after the gig. At this time, I'm doing 35, 40.
What car did you take?
One of their cars off the used car lot.
Yeah.
We're driving back, and I hear like, boom, boom, boom. I'm like in Greeley, and I hear like, boom, boom, boom. Something's wrong with the car. And I'm like, man, it's getting hot in here. I'm by myself. I'm like, man, this is getting hot in this car. And all of a sudden, I'm smelling like fire. I'm like, come on. And sure enough, I pull over, bro. And something was on fire under the hood. I just took my suitcase. I started walking. And within 10 minutes, I hear like, boom, something. And you can see like the flames in the car. I just walked away from it. That's the second time that happened to me in my life. Where a car I was driving just lit in flames. You know, people think like I call them, you know, I lived it. Tell them about the car I had in Seattle. Tell them about the car I had. No. Yeah. The car I had in Seattle, when I first moved to Seattle, the last month I had that car, I was driving it without, not a bumper, but what's the side panel?
That covered the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the...
It was off. That was my... I paid $800 for that car. That was the best car I ever had in my life. Why do I know? Because I put that car through commando tactics. I drove from Denver to Baltimore in that car easy 15 times.
Do you still drive the way you used to drive?
Yes. What do you mean?
Just like you used to beat the shit out of your cars.
Yes and no. I'm a horrible person with cars and that's why I don't buy a Cadillac.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why I won't buy a BMW. Because I've lit cars on fire. Nobody has had worse luck with cars than Uncle Joey. I was the original mush. I still remember being 18 and delivering electronic parts and shit for a company. And I went somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be. And the guy would always say to me, how come it always takes you longer than everybody else? And I would always have some story. Do you know that one day in 1983 in the snow in Jersey, I was making a delivery for this fucking guy? This could only happen to me. There's electrical poles and there's like little wires on the bottom.
Yeah.
So this is the pole and there's usually like these steel beams. One day I was going in reverse in the snow and the back of the wheel well caught that beam. And I'm up there. I'm a fucking gorilla, guys. I'm not built for that shit. I'm like, finally, I'm like, fuck. And I get out of the car and I go look. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, how can this happen to me? And at that time, there was he had like a thing, like a CB. And he's like, Diaz. He's like, Diaz. Come in, where are you? And I'm like, I'll be right there. I'm 2 blocks away. And I'm looking at this thing. It's on 89th Street in North Bergen. It's like a side street behind. I used to live in that rocket ship in that park. It was right there. It was on the corner there. And I went to visit a friend, and I went up that hill for some fucking reason. And something happened, and I went to back up, and I got caught on that thing. And you know me, I'm like, how am I going to get out of this? I'm like, fuck this. I get back in the fucking car. And I just I got the car in like fucking drive 2. Like in those days, they had drive 2, drive 1. I had that motherfucking 2. And I'm like, and all of a sudden I'm like, fuck. So I had to go across the street. I took a bucket and I got sand from the playground.
Yeah.
This is how crazy I was. Like I pushed the fucking snow. I got sand from the playground. I'm walking back. The car's still on. And you hear, Diaz, come in. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I put the fucking sand on the snow. I swear to God, dog. I'm pushed.
You know where you were mush? You remember when we were catering and you lit those trash cans on fire?
Dog, I lit more things
and you were like, go.
You don't know nothing. Go. I'm not sitting around cleaning shit. So, Joshua, I'm stepping on this thing, and I'm like, and the car, and also I'm looking behind, there's like little flames coming out of the tires. It's like sparks. And all of a sudden you just hear, the metal started moving, and the electrical pole started going back and forth. I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna go. I gotta get out of here. So I put it on like D1. I'm like, and all of a sudden you're like, the thing is gonna fall, it's gonna fall. Dog, I drove so hard, the back of the van came off, and I just said, fucking leave it. And Diaz, where are you? I'm coming back. I pull up like nothing. He's out there waiting for me with a new delivery. The back of the van is gone. I'm wide open. I'm freezing to death because there's no doors. It just took that whole piece off with the bumper and the tire thing. God. The whole thing came off. I remember pulling up, and he's a little Arab guy. His name, what the fuck was his name? And we used to torture him. He's still there.
God.
He's still there at Boulevard Hardware. He's still there. George something. And he was Arab. And we used to, and the kid who got me the job there, The father worked there, Babu, something like that. And he had a sister who was half a freak, and his name was George. His name was George Murad. So we used to call him George Murad in the Bahamas. He was a coke fiend. He'd lose his mind. A couple times I'd bring him coke and he'd go crazy. He'd leave in the afternoon. You run the place for me. I think I lasted 3 months there. And even with the torn van, that's how I took my first pinch when I was working at Boulevard Hardware.
He didn't fire you after the van?
No, I blame it on, me, though. Yeah. I could talk anybody into anything. I talked them into, what are you talking about? The back of the van, where is it? They said that was my favorite van. You told me to go to Newark. I don't know what happened. He goes, Newark? When did you go to Newark? I'm like, last week, remember? I never went to Newark in that fucking thing. I would never go to fucking Newark. That happened to me, bro, the whole back of the van.
Oh, my God.
I went back there that night. I just took the back. Me and my buddies took it and pushed it onto the people's property. The people, they must have flipped when they woke up and saw the back of the van. It was one of those vans that you fucking actually rape people in. It had the bed in the back.
You mean no windows? And all
he was a filthy fucking savage. No, but it was customized.
Oh,
it was like an extra van he had because he was so busy with deliveries, delivering wood and nails and all this shit. So he's like, you're going to have to drive that van. So I used to fucking steal shit from him. He used to have those Makita drills, Makita saws and shit. And I would steal them every delivery. He would go stock this job. So I would take a piece of paper down, and there'd be a pallet. And if it called for 2 Makitas, I put 6 on there. And I would take them right to my little junkie buddy, Bonehead, and he'd buy them for me, give me a kick, come by the house later, I'll take care of you.
Man.
Yeah, hilarious.
I wonder if you added up all the shit you've stolen in your life, how much that would be.
If I got to tell you guys a tremendous story, I had a tremendous accident last week. It involved THC. Oh, my God, guys. One of the forms that the anxiety is hitting people, I read this about a month and a half ago, and it was very interesting, that one of the ways anxiety is hitting people is the stages, is once your anxiety starts to go down, your memory starts to lose. So I just told you guys a story from 1976, but the last fucking week, every night when I do my Weight Watcher thing, I got to ask my wife what we ate for lunch.
Fuck.
So all day long, I'm thinking, did I call Lee yet? This has been horrible for me. I'm okay now. I'm okay. I got a mild heart attack last Labor Day, Memorial Day. That was extreme, but I worked it out without drugs by myself. Well, I smoked a joint, I can't lie to you, in a parking lot, and I walked around the parking lot, and I worked it out.
What a heavy drugs.
I did some walking meditation. But I think it was Wednesday. We did some sort of podcast in here. Oh, Tom Pappas.
Right.
Was it Tom Pappas? No. One of my goals in life is to kill Lee. Not with my hands or nothing like that. I love him too much. But for him to call me and say, I can't stop eating chicken wings. You shouldn't have given me that edible. That type of shit. I'm going to have to go to the hospital. I can't stop eating chicken wings, So whenever I go to the weed store, I always buy something for Lee, and I buy something for myself. Sometimes I forget to give it to Lee. And I do it. But most of the times I give it to him, and he gets pissed off at me. Fuck.
You suck on those things like I suck on milkshakes. You just
I love
making
noises. I hate fucking hard milkshakes. But this roach is kicking right now. You guys who smoke reefer know. When you got good weed, this roach is worth $200 in prison right now. I get the small deuce to this little roach. It's hitting like a fucking, oh my God. It's hitting like a dick on 3 Viagras. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I love smoking. I feel power, you motherfuckers. Anyway, so I forget what I do throughout the day now because I don't fucking know.
They're all the same.
I write a list. I have a notebook, and I write a list of things I have to do. And then on the top, it's the things I have to do that are loose. What does that mean? I have to go to the post office at one point, but there's no hurry for it. Right. If I'm on that street and I see there's no line, I go to the post office. You know, this week I got to call my chick about the haircut. I did my own little jail prison haircut. I did my own little dye. I'm looking good. So everything's good there.
THC.
So I go to the weed store in the morning to eliminate the bad germs. But ever since the fifth, business has been bad. So if you're around the Studio City area and you want to get some badass weed, go to Urban Trees. That's what I've been smoking today. That's why I'm so fucking stoned. I usually go to Urban Trees. I usually take a ride. I usually sometimes go get my wife cold cuts. I try to go to whatever to get seafood if I have to, or chopped meat for her, or whatever she needs. I have that 2-hour window. I make my calls. I do my business, but I primarily go to the weed store. And guys, I got to tell you something. I don't know if I tell you guys a story. There was a cookie years ago that a guy ate.
So Kind.
No,
not those.
No, way before So Kind.
Okay.
I'm talking 2009 when edibles got strong. When Joe Rogan was pushing the lollipop.
Oh, okay.
Those faggy fucking lollipops that did nothing for nobody. They were like 8 milligrams. Those things did nothing for nobody. There was this guy down in Santa Monica that had a place called The Pharmacy. And he still has one in Venice. But whoever ran it, somebody there made a cookie that was $12 that put you in Jupiter. I mean, even back then, I could handle it. Because, you know, me, I got the fucking whatever of a fucking animal. But something did seem strange. Did we not talk about this last week?
You told me on the phone.
That something didn't seem, that something.
About that cookie, yeah.
About that cookie. And then somebody ate it like 6 months into it. And they went to the hospital and they realized they had like something in it. There was another drug in there, like Valium or fucking Vicodin. They had melted something else into these cookies. They had put some more shit into these cookies. That's why people are feeling the way they are. Now, since you and I have been together, how many, just to let the people at home know, how many edible brands have we seen come in and out of business like fucking
At least 10.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
In 7 years, we've seen from Auntie
Dolores,
the fucking cookies, the Stars of Death, banana bread.
Yeah.
We saw so many levels of edibles that came and went. So guys, those cookies and manos. So guys, don't fucking lie to me. When it comes to edibles, I know what an edible feels like, and I know the type of high I should get, okay? I go to this place. Now, I gave Lee the Quick Z's. They're good.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
They're good. They fuck you up. They'll put you out. This is like a little review. You guys like reviews? I'll give you a review. So, I don't know what are these edibles are called. Whatever the fuck they're called. Level or something like that. It's 10 little pills. They even look scary. They're little tiny little pills. And it says they're 10 milligrams apiece. One day I gave Lee 5 of them. And he goes, I can feel these already. And I could see that his whole demeanor changed. And I left and I go, that's wild. That I gave 50 milligrams to Lee. Lee's used to 200 to get the party started. 300 to make him fall asleep on Twitch. But 50 shouldn't do shit to him. It's like a shrimp cocktail for Lee.
Right.
50 actually fucked Lee up. I took the other 5 and I call a little buzz off it. So I've been buying these things on and off once a week, and I give a couple to Lee, and I eat the other 7, whatever. I feel in my heart they don't do nothing that much, but oh my God. This Wednesday I go in there and I buy 2 batches. One for me and one for Lee. I get in the car. You know me, I always got water in the car in case you bump into an edible. So I got water in the car. I knew I was going to the weed store, so I brought the water with me. I had nothing on the books. The girls are going to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the girls are going to the beach, and I knew I had 4 hours to kill. I didn't fucking know. I thought I had the whole afternoon to myself. So I ate. I just want to fuck around, guys. I opened up the fucking thing. I popped it open. I dropped all 10 of them. Why fuck around? It's 10:30 in the morning, 11 in the morning. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we playing this back and forth? I just ate all 10 of them and said, "Now this is better. I'll get munchies for dinner and I won't eat late at night.
Right.
This is better. This is better. Well, who am I kidding? If we get high at 6, that means at 2, I got a ham and cheese sandwich in my hand. I don't want a ham and cheese sandwich in my hand at 2 in the morning. So I eat this batch of 10, and I go home. And I did whatever I had to do, and I took the bag out because I also got weed and maybe 2 quick eases, and I got 2 jars of fucking the tea. I always get the tea. The Kikamo tea, delicious. I get the tea to put me out at night. I drink 3 of those bags in there.
Jesus, Joe.
And a cup of fucking tea. Last night I woke up at midnight and I was watching people riot. I did some work on the computer and I went to bed at 12:30. I woke up at 8:30 like nothing this morning. So I went home after the podcast with Lee and I realized that I had not brought the pills back for Lee. So I said, let me pop these fucking pills. So I go, what am I going to do, 5 and 5? I go, let me go for the 10 spot. And right there at 3:30, boom, I eat the 10 fucking pills.
And I think you smoked during the podcast with Tom. Like, it's not like you take breaks throughout the day either.
Oh, no. I was going strong that day. So I don't know what happened. All of a sudden I hear the door open up. And I hear Daddy. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So we come over here, I go, why did you bring her home for? And she goes, I thought you wanted to do the podcast. I go, no, we were going to do that tomorrow. But she goes, she's so excited about doing the podcast. I go, okay, so didn't we come over here?
You told me you did, yeah.
Yeah, I came over here. And then, again, she never wants to go home, and I don't want to take her home. I'm the type of guy I want her to get out. I don't want her in the fucking house. I want her out of the fucking house. So I take her from here and we go to the park. And at the park, I'm fucked up. I can fucking feel it. I'm getting fucked up. But I'm not getting fucked up in a good way.
Like you started sweating a little bit?
Yeah, because I was out in the sun.
Oh, no.
Yes.
That's why I don't like working out high.
And I had a tin full of water. And all of a sudden, I got fucking super thirsty. I drank the can of tin or something like that. And then something happened. I went back home with her, and my wife said, let's go somewhere. We were going to go somewhere to pick up a dessert. Oh, that place is going out of business. The pie place. So they have sugarless
on
apple.
Magnolia?
It's on Laurel Canyon.
Oh, shit.
$4.20.
That's going out of business? Oh, no.
Dog, the other one in Van Nuys went out of business. So they said, please support that one.
Oh, no.
So me and my wife said, you know what, man? We haven't been there in a long time. I don't want them to close it. My wife went, they got sugarless apple pie.
Oh, shit.
Not bad. Yeah, my daughter got the whatever, chocolate, whatever. And my wife got lemon meringue. We just went there for, listen, sometimes you just got to go to add normality. You know what I'm saying? We wear our masks, the whole thing. But on the way back, my wife asked me, is there a problem? And I go, no, why? She goes, you're fucking driving. You're driving over the lines. You're all over the fucking place. And then I got home. I took like 2 bites of the sugarless apple pie. And that's all I remember. And then I remember my daughter waking me up going, Daddy, good night. I'm going, good night. I look at the clock. It's 9:30. I go, what do you mean good night?
Oh.
And my wife walks in and she goes, Joey, look at the shape of you. You better sleep for 3 hours. You have drool all over your face. Dog, I touched under here. And I had like a little drool under there.
Oh, that's what you know, yeah.
It was disgusting. And next thing you know, I'm alone again. I must have passed out while she was talking to me. And I got up like 2 hours later. And, I got up like 2 hours later. I don't know what I ate. I think I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice.
And I fucking went right to sleep. And the next morning, I woke up to like a lukewarm house. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was, Daddy went to changes last night. My daughter was like, what happened to you last night? Oh, Daddy was just tired. Whenever I get anxiety, because Monday, the anxiety attack was so huge that when I got home, I crashed.
Right.
My anxiety attack made me go to sleep that night. So I just told him I got an anxiety attack.
Dude, that's what happens when I fall asleep here at the office. You're like, how did you fall asleep? When you get that high, you just sit there and then you just wake up.
I just fell asleep. And fucking, she was like, good night, Daddy. because that's what woke me up. So basically, we got home at like 6, 6:45. I took 2 pieces of the sugarless apple pie, and I just went right to the fucking crib on the couch. And then I got in bed. So the day after that, I'm out of the shower, and I'm rubbing the CBD lion cream on my legs.
Right.
When I come out of the shower, I use it as a moisturizer. I had my underwear on, and my wife walks in the bedroom, and she goes, "By the way, what the fuck was wrong with you yesterday?" And I go, "You know how it is sometimes." No, she goes, "No, you don't know how it is. You were driving all fucked up. You were fucked up." I go, "I know, they backfired." And she goes, "Well, they can't be backfired no more. You have a 7-year-old daughter and you're 57 years old. Act like it." And she walked out. I'm like, well, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm getting yelled at. I haven't gotten yelled at since I'm 10. So I had to give a break to edibles for a few days. I got to let them forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's like Chinese people. You got to stay off the 101 for a couple of weeks. Let us forget about Wuhan. Then you make a slow comeback. I'm not mad, no, but these are just jokes, people. We're going through a hard time here. I'm just happy that I could be a part of taking 1 hour of your mind off it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say today. That's it.
How did it feel? Because you normally don't get like to that deep. Like, how did it feel going that deep?
Oh, it felt terrible.
Really?
I had no control.
Yeah.
I had no control. When you're drooling, what does that tell you? You're either retarded or you got problems. I got problems. I got problems.
I did this.
And I haven't done edibles since that night.
Really?
Yeah, that was it. That was it, because I was okay. I was okay in April. And then I started dabbling a little bit, a couple nights a week, a couple in the afternoon, because I don't really feel them that much in the afternoon until a certain point of it, till I find myself giggling. But because of this mental thing I got with this anxiety shit,
right?
I forget I take 2 here at 1. Oh. And then I'll go home and pop another 2 at 4 or 5.
I don't know how you forget.
And then at 9, I'll pop another 2. And by 10:30, I'm on fucking fire. And then I remembered, wait a second, I popped 2. There's times I'll take 2 out and put them down and forgot a piece of paper will fall on top of them. So I forgot I take those 2 and I'll pop another 2. And then I'll move the paper and I'll go, oh, I didn't eat those 2. And I'll take those 2. That's the shape of fucking life I'm in. So please forgive me. I'm trying my best. I just wanted to get your mind off the fucking world and all the horrors and giggle a little bit and let you know it's okay to be human. I had a bunch of accidents last week.